Good morning. My name is Quashana Martinez. I'm a graduate student at Grand Canyon University taking the course ESL 546 0500 Methods of Structured English Immersion for K through 12 Education. The course is instructed by Dr. Ramirez Espinola, and the assignment is called Home and School Connections. This assignment is where I am participating in a professional development video series, um, addressing leveraging cultural and linguistic assets for English learners. All right, so here we go. Hello, I'm excited to share some thoughts on how we can better support support English learners or ELs by leveraging their cultural and linguistic assets and strengthening their connection between schools and families. So, culturally responsive teaching. Let's begin with cultural influences on teaching and learning. Culture shapes how students communicate, interpret information, and interact with authority. Understanding these influences allows us to tailor instruction that respects these differences. For example, a student from a collectivist culture may prioritize group success over individual achievement, which influences participation and motivation. Cultural competence is the ability to understand, respect, and respond to diverse cultural backgrounds, which is essential in teaching ELs. It enables teachers to build trust, reduce bias, and foster engagement. According to Villegas and Lucas 2007, culturally responsive teachers value students' backgrounds and incorporates them into instruction, which creates a more equitable learning experience. We can use culturally relevant texts, invite students to share thoughts through projects, or align classroom examples with their lived experiences to integrate English learners' cultural values and beliefs into teaching. This affirms both identity and boosts confidence. The role of culture in learning affects students' worldviews, learning styles, and behavior. When schools ignore culture, students may disengage. But when culture is recognized and respected, students are more likely to thrive. Ladson Billings, 2009. Classroom environments also influence language acquisition. To create such environments, teachers can use labels in multiple languages, celebrate multilingualism, and ensure curriculum reflects all backgrounds. Multicultural literature, integrating global perspectives across subjects and honoring holidays from different cultures are some strategies for celebrating cultural diversity. We can also leverage home language by encouraging bilingualism, using students' native language as a scaffold, and validating its importance through visible representation in the classroom. So, now we're supporting how do we support the needs of ELs in the classroom? So, meeting the diverse needs and strengths of English learners includes considering students who are dually identified, which are English learners with special needs. A strength based approach is key. Rather than focusing on deficits, teachers should identify what students bring and build from there. Differentiated instruction, small group supports, and co teaching models can be powerful. Visuals, sentence frames, and technology tools also support language access. Social and emotional learning is equally important. We can support them with SEL lessons that include identity development, relationship building, and self advocacy skills. Creating routines and structures that provide predictability is also essential. For instance, greeting students in their home language or offering choices in how they show understanding communicates respect and builds safety. So, home and school connections, let's shift there. Family and community practices are rich resources for learning. When we see families as partners and not outsiders, we can co create more relevant and affirming educational experiences. Building strong partnerships starts with intentional two-way communication. This includes translated newsletters, multilingual apps like Talking Points, or regular family check ins using interpreters. Cultural nights and parent advisory councils can deepen trust. Effective family engagement practices go beyond event attendance. They include recognizing families as experts, yeah, they recognize families as experts, inviting them to share skills and involving them in goal setting for students. We can also offer workshops on navigating life, like we can also offer workshops on navigating the school system, understanding language development, or supporting literacy at home. Inclusive community engagement means involving cultural leaders, libraries, and community based organizations. Partnering with trusted groups can improve outreach and build sustainable support systems for families and students. When we honor culture, support language development, and partner with families, we create schools where every English learner can succeed. Through culturally responsive teaching, inclusive classroom practices, and authentic engagement with families, we move from compliance to true connection. Thank you for your commitment to equity and multilingual learners.